I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks. 5, 4, 3. That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
This is the Universal Wrestling Podcast. Inside the ring. Outside the ring. It's all here.
We're talking about the greatest sport of all, professional wrestling. Come on.
And now, here's Nick and Keith.
Yes, sir. We are live. Welcome back to the Universal Wrestling Podcast. My name is Nick. His name is Keith, and we got a special guest. He's not the national treasure, okay? He is TK. He's the national treasure of Chi-Town. Timmy, what's up, buddy?
I don't even know that I would go that far at all. I don't even know that I'm the national treasure of my own home, baby.
Oh.
Boys, welcome. Thank you. I cannot be... I'm sorry. I haven't podcasted in like 2 weeks, man. I am so pumped to be back here. I haven't seen you guys in like a month on a show.
Too long.
Like, I am just so stoked to be here. You guys did a banger of an interview with Nick Aldis.
Banger.
On that. Your interview with your hat was absolutely...
Dude, isn't that crazy? Something that stupid.
You know, every interview you've done, I was so blessed to be able to do the Ken Shamrock interview.
Ken, yes.
That hat interview, I'm sorry, Nick. I'm really sorry, but that was by far and away your best interview you've ever done. And having Keith with you, guys, that was awesome. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good to have you, man. Been missing you.
Yeah, it's been a good week of professional wrestling. We got Wrestle Kingdom to talk about. We got the Bloodline Takeover, Monday Night Raw, and then Flair's back, baby. She's now the new SmackDown Women's Champion. AEW, I mean, that started off with a bag too. So much good shit. But before we get to that, let's do some predictions. You guys ready?
It's prediction time.
Yes, sir. Crystal Ball, please tell me your 2023 predictions. This is stupid, but it's fun. I thought we could do something like this. So, Keith, let's take it away. What do you got? Let's hear your first prediction for the new year.
All right. First one, not anything crazy or bold or anything. I think it's one everybody knows is going to happen. Braun Breaker, main roster, mid-card title before the end of the year.
Okay, and I dig it. And then
simple. I'm not saying he's coming in a Rumble necessarily. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah.
But before the year is out, he will be on the main roster. And if not holding a mid-card title, he'll be like kind of balls deep in a feud for one.
TK, that's a great point. But who's going to dethrone Braun Breaker? Is it Grayson? What do you think?
Oh, absolutely not. No. I'm with you guys.
We got a yes
Grayson
here
Waller,
and a no there.
No, I know Grayson Waller has grown on a lot of people. It is one more filler feud until the man, the right choice, Carmelo Hayes.
Okay,
Braun,
I dig that
weekend.
That's
where we've been going, and that's where Braun's world title reign ends, and I cannot wait.
Justin, Jeremy, woo.
Yeah, I know Justin's all about giving Waller that title, but no, it's Mello. It's Mello all day, baby.
All right,
Mello
Timmy,
can't miss it. He won't miss that world title.
Let's hear it, buddy. What is your first prediction of 2023?
Oh man, I got so many. I dropped like right when you told me that. I just started dropping predictions, but I'm gonna stick with New Japan. Coming off Wrestle Kingdom, Will Ospreay lost to Kenny Omega for the IWGP United States Championship in the year's first 6-star match. It might be the match of the year, and the first big pay-per-view of the year. But my big prediction, I'm gonna do a twofold prediction into one. I'll stick with the main event. Kazuchika Okada beat Jay White for the IWGP Championship. Okada holds that belt all the way till Wrestle Kingdom 18. Well, Ospreay will eventually beat Kenny Omega at some point this year, but not for that title because he lost that title for a reason. He will pass that title. Will Ospreay will win the G1. Will Ospreay will then go into 2024. Sorry, I know it's not 2023 anymore, but it's that first week.
We get it.
This is Will Ospreay will defeat Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, thus crowning himself the fucking man.
Woo!
All right.
I love it.
All right. Yeah.
I love it. These are predictions. I mean, we could debate about it. I think maybe Jay White wins the G1, but that's another day and another time.
Okay.
My prediction. You guys ready? Swerve will be champion. I don't know what title he's going to hold. I know Darby just won it, but I think the momentum of him being the heel, obviously MJF. Again, is he a face? Is he a heel? It doesn't matter. But you need a heel. You need a heel that you know is a legit heel, not like a Stone Cold. We talked about that, Keith. We need a legit heel. I got Swerve being the top heel in 2023. And I don't know what title. Championship, no way he's stopping MJF. Let's hear it, Timmy.
Yeah, I was talking about our buddy Brett from the Brainbuster Boys podcast about this last night after that Swerve and AR Fox match. And Swerve is the perfect foe for Claudio. I don't know if he dethrones Claudio.
There you go. That's the title.
Big time ROH feud, ROH main event, Swerve, Claudio. BCC versus the Goons. They already started it with Wheeler versus Swerve on Rampage last week. It could be that next big feud for Swerve because you're right, man. That dude's been nothing but hot lately.
Yeah. Keith, let's hear it. What do you got?
I can
number two.
Number two for me. So, sticking kind of with going back to kind of combat Timmy's prediction there of Carmelo being the one to dethrone Braun. I actually am going to go a similar thing with Carmelo that I said with Braun. I think Carmelo is actually going to bypass the NXT title.
I could see that.
And he's going up. The dude has been main roster ready for 6 months at least now. Yeah. The phrase "Melo don't miss" doesn't just apply to his title wins and shit like that.
Exactly.
The guy doesn't miss. I was once he had the heel turn, and once he kind of got his footing in it. When he first turned, I was like, I fucking hate this guy because he was kind of just clowning around about. And dude, when he was wearing the Billy Gunn biker short ones, but he still had the bandana tied around his leg, I was like, that's weird. That's a weird look. You look dumb. And it used to fall off every fucking match. I'm like, you look like a fucking clown. But he's got his footing. I'm starting to Trick a little bit more. I feel like he might actually turn on Trick too.
Dude, Trick.
They're going to feud a little bit, and maybe that's what sends Carmelo away, because maybe Carmelo goes out on his shield because Trick, kills him or something. Who knows? But like Justin just said, I'm on the Justin train with him. Waller totally turned me around. He was another one when 2.0 started. I'm like, this fucking clown. Even his big dive in War Games last year, I'm like, that looked like shit. Yeah. I didn't really like it. Wasn't on board with him at all. But I don't know what it is now. His character work is totally turned around for me. It's he's kind of in this middle of cocky heel, but mixed in with a little bit of Kurt Angle, oblivious 2001 heel, where he's just no, you should all love me. I'm this goofball idiot who I know I'm not really that great, but I actually kind of am. Yeah. And eat my ass, and it's great.
Whoa,
and I'm all on board for him.
How you doing? TK, I just don't know if Braun Breaker, I know this is just a predictions segment, but hey, let's just debate. I don't know if Braun Breaker is ready, and I don't know if Waller is ready to be NXT champion and for Breaker to go up. I don't know. I think he can do it on the mic, but in ring, still every championship match, yes, botches are going to happen. Jericho says it's part of the environment, part of the match, part of what pro wrestling is. Nothing is perfect. I'm not saying botches. I just don't know if he is ready. Am I the only one? What do you think?
I think he's more than ready. I think he's been ready. Okay. I think him and Mello both have been ready, but I think
Keith, have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Damn.
My bad. I just think the reason they're both down there still is because they're waiting for this Braun Mello feud. I mean, they've been the two top guys for NXT for 9 months now? I mean, I love what Waller did. When Waller first started, he was trying to be an MJF knockoff. That was how I took him. And I'm like, this guy is weak because of it. He has since become into his own. Yeah. He's better now. Is he world title worthy? No, absolutely not. He's North American title worthy. Maybe he's the one who beats Wes Lee. Maybe it ain't Dijak or Tony D. Maybe it's Wes him. Lee, but Mello is Mello.
So many opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. It's great. TK, I think you're up next. Let's hear it. You got another one for us?
Yeah, this one, I don't know. I was gonna say it seems like an obvious, but I don't know if it seems too obvious. They just lost all 3 sets of their tag titles. They lost their ROH titles, they lost their AAA titles, they lost their IWGP championships at Wrestle Kingdom. So, and they lost clean to the Ass Boys. So it looks like they're on a downward schneid, and they lost to the Acclaimed in their match for the AEW tag team titles. So it's basically 5 losses in a row for these guys. Looks like they're on a downward schneid. You could look at it one of 2 ways. 1, are they leaving AEW? 2, or 1, are they staying in AEW and it's just going to be they're going to turn heel, take the belts from the Acclaimed, which is one option, or B, they're actually going to leave AEW and they're going to go to WWE, Cody, maybe CM Punk, maybe this is a prediction later. And my prediction, though, when it's all said and done is this. FTR will be holding either the AEW or the WWE World Tag Team Championships by August 30th.
August 30th.
Now we have a date.
We have a date.
September 4th. I'm sorry. It's either All Out.
One or the other there, TK.
They will be the tag team champions of WWE or AEW by All Out or SummerSlam, and you could bank on that.
You can bank on that, Monet.
I dig it.
All right, here I go. Number 2. We all think Montez Ford is going to turn heel. I don't think right now is the opportunity, is the time for him to turn heel just because of, Roman Reigns. I mean, what are you going to do? Have him go one-on-one with Roman again? No. I have the Street Profits turning heel. I think that's most logical in this situation just because we need something for the tag team division. I just don't know. I mean, you got Woods and Kofi down in NXT. I get what they're doing there. That makes sense. You got to help the younger talent. But up in the main roster, Montez is healthy. He is the number 1 guy in that tag team. I just don't know what you do if you turn Montez heel. I don't think it helps anything. I don't think it helps the tag team division. I don't think it helps his tag team. I don't know. So turn them heel. And then, again, Usos have it locked up. Roman has it locked up. It's hard, man. It's hard to be a tag team, even with Vince or Triple H,
Especially with Vince.
Don't say Vince. Don't say that. I'm with you. And that's why they got, in my opinion, brother, that's why they got to split up both belts. And there have been rumblings about them splitting up the world title going into WrestleMania, which I'm all for. They got to split these tag team belts up sooner than later as well. So
I know, but
I feel like
let's hear it.
No, go ahead, dude. My bad.
I just this is such a great opportunity and such a great time to see Roman do so well, to see the Usos do so well. Is it going to change? When
I think it has to. I think the bloodline story is. I know that we're on.
No. I mean, if they lose the title, it's still going to be not a great division for the tag team. So what does that do? That's let's hear it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is that it's like I have felt for a little while. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've loved the whole bloodline storyline. I love everything Roman's done. I love
don't say stale.
All that. I'm not saying stale.
All right.
I was never going to say that word. Damn. Give a brother a chance here. Shit. Anyway, I'm not saying it's stale at all. I'm not bored by it or anything like that. But I feel like because there is, especially with the tag team, more so than Roman, even though we kind of talked about Roman with it too. But like Roman, at least, like we all have this in our mind that like Cody's kind of waiting in the wings, and I feel like I personally do. I don't want to put words in your guys' mouth, but like I feel like Cody is the one who's going to dethrone or take part of at least one of those titles from Roman sooner or later. I'm not even going to put that as like a prediction for 2023 because I think everybody fucking feels that in some way. But because the Usos have like this literal stranglehold with both belts and everything, and they're kind of doing this like float between and stuff, it's like it's kind of harming the tag division in general because it's like, yeah, cool, like the Brutes are around, and like I love Sheamus, I love Ridge, I love Pete Dunne, I hate calling him Butch. Like I love those guys, and they're great. They tag great. They have great matches, banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. But they lost to the Usos again. Like, cool, all right. Everybody, I hate that Chad Gable and Otis like are essentially just jobbers at this point. Gable is stupid good in the ring. I love Otis as a character. I'm a fat guy, so I love seeing a fat guy do the fucking caterpillar. He needs to start doing that again. I don't know if he still does. He busted it back out for like a week after being serious and stuff. But like, I love those two. I hate that they're just like this joke tag team. RK Bro, whatever. They're kind of they're both MIA right now, so like that's whatever. But then like What other tag teams are there? I'm sure Ziggler and Rude might get back together again at some point.
Bro, you got I know they're lower card, but SmackDown's been building the hell out of their tag division. You said it. You got Alpha Academy.
True.
You got the Vikings. You got Legado del Fantasma. You got Hit Row. Even the Maximum Male Models. I mean, they're lower card, but they're lower card. You need some.
Even Garza.
I was just gonna say yes, Lothario.
I drafted them in your league.
You could bring the Creed brothers up and instantly solidify that tag team division.
That's a prediction.
Total sidetrack thing here. Did either one of you two see the Twitter video today that it was
Julius
did a squat of like 5 something, and then Brutus comes over and fucking crawls on his back and he squats it again. Those guys are monsters.
Bro, imagine the Creed brothers debut in a segment with fucking Alpha Academy. Come on. Yeah. That's beautiful television right there.
But again, sticking with that, I would love
DIY, KO and Sammy. Right. We got tag teams for days.
Where are they though? That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the issue. They don't have the opportunity.
Not the opportunities, Nick. I'm sorry, Nick. You gotta say it one way or another. If it's not stale, it's because they're holding those tag team belts hostage. And the Brutes, we even mentioned them. You mentioned them, Keith. I didn't mention them in the list of 12 teams I mentioned. And it's because, no offense, Nick, I love them to death. Tag team of the year, no doubt. But Bloodline holding belts hostage. Split them. 1 set of tag belts or 2 sets of tag belts.
Yes.
2 world titles. Split that shit.
I think you there's so much story to be built off of that too, where it's like you have it, you know, not trying to praise WCW in any way, WCW booking especially and shit, but like, you know, that nonsense where it was Hogan and Piper. Piper fought for the match, got the contract, all this kind of stuff, fought Hogan at whatever. Justin will help me out with that one. Whatever pay-per-view it was. Piper beats Hogan, and then the next night they're just like, well, you signed that contract, but it wasn't for the title.
Yeah.
So you do some shit like that.
Halloween Havoc 97 was stupid as shit.
Exactly. I'm not trying to defend that one exactly, but you have some bullshit of it's they.
No, I feel you.
The Raiders. The Raiders win a gauntlet, get there, they get to challenge the Usos for the titles, and then the day of, they're just like, by the way, you're only challenging us for the SmackDown titles. So
yes.
On that, and then. Cool. Raiders beat them. Raiders are now the SmackDown champs, and the Usos can still hold the Raw ones for however long. And then it makes it, because then at least you have the storyline now of it's just like, well, listen, they lost one of their belts. Like, clearly they're vulnerable. Let's all start fucking attacking now.
And it's the same thing I've been saying about the world title for, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months now, since Clash of the Castle. All you guys say on Raw is that the USA, we live in a world of reality. All you have to say is that the USA Network wants. There you go, baby. All you gotta say is the USA Network wants a championship. You hold a tournament. It comes down to Rollins and Drew, Rollins and Cody. That's where Cody wins his belt. Or Rollins goes over, like, and Cody's got to chase. Or Cody's got to go chase Roman, and they do it at 40. Like, you know, Cody ain't got to win it right away. Make Cody chase a little bit. Tell a story, you know?
Yeah. I could disagree with you guys all night. Who's up next? What do we got? That was mine. So Keith, back to you, right? Or was that TK?
I don't know.
I think that was.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
No, okay. My last one was saying Mello came up because I piggybacked.
I said FTR.
One. Oh, so it's me.
Maybe I think it's you.
Okay.
We'll start again.
Oh no! I did profits. Keith,
it was all of you. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to it.
Tag team wrestling. Yeah. We like tag team wrestling. Yes, we do.
Yes, sir. Cheers to you guys. Let's hear it, Keith.
I got to get a new one. I got to pop it open, but you got it. So moving away from NXT on this one. Who do I want here? Shayna. Shayna holds one of them.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a date now. They TK'd it. I'm going to say Shayna holds one of them by Survivor Series.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put Survivor Series. She's due, man.
She is.
You know, Papa Trips is back now. He loves her. He gets it. He gets what she's about. They're doing a better situation with her, sort of, even though she's kind of got stuck with Ronda. But I'm hoping Ronda's on the fucking way out, and then maybe that's how they even build her. She just beats the shit out of Ronda because Ronda lost the title.
Yeah, you piece of
shit. And then it's like, I don't fucking need you, bop, 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 and just kills her.
Yeah.
We don't got to see Ronda, hopefully, ever again. And then, that's just what sets her off on a warpath. And I want to see it that way, too. Like, I want it to be her just going on this just warpath. Like, no, this screwy finish, this person pulls one over and gets a dusty finish on her. Like, nah, like, I want her snapping necks, cashing checks, biting the back of bitches' necks and drawing blood again.
Whoa, I like that combo.
Yeah, she did it to Becky. That's what I'm saying. I want her to walk away with someone's limb over her shoulder.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Exactly. That's what I want. I want her to say that exact thing with like, Zelina Vega's leg over her shoulder, just like, and just takes a bite and walks off with it.
Hey, Keith's nickname is Juicy, but TK, give me a juicy prediction for 2023. Let's hear it. Give me something.
This might be the juiciest of the juiciest right here. I'm telling you. So if we watch, sticking with Wrestle Kingdom, we saw Kyrie versus Tam. That was an awesome 5-minute hard-hitting match. Really made me want to check out some Stardom because that was dope. But we know the main story coming out of that was Mercedes money. I thought it was Monet, but it kept saying, like, I was listening to. Did you watch it?
Yeah, with Kevin.
It kept saying money. I don't know, man. I thought it was Monet myself, but I don't know. I think it might be.
Was it the commentators?
I don't speak French.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because I was in and out.
It was like her theme song, like her actual theme song.
That was also.
It kept saying, like, I don't know. So I wasn't sure if it was really Mercedes. And you can like pronounce it either way because it's got the asterisk over the E. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't sure it was like Mercedes Monet.
No, it's
Mercedes.
Fandango.
However you want to go about it, whether it's money or Monet, I wasn't sure how to still go about it. I will tell you this. My prediction is that she will not be on AEW Dynamite this upcoming week. That'll still be Thunder Rosa. And she is still way too big for AEW. All right, she's too big of a damn star for AEW. She wants to go wrestle in Japan because she wants to go wrestle in Japan. And that's a moment. A woman in the Tokyo Dome's a moment. That match was the first women's match in the Tokyo Dome since 1994. So Mercedes just being there is huge. Now she gets to go wrestle for the IWGP Stardom Championship against Kyrie in Los Angeles in February. Dope, dude. But my prediction, my long-winded prediction is this. We will see her in a WWE ring before we ever see her in an AEW ring. Stamp it.
I dig it. I
Right.
I love it. Let's stick with New Japan. I got shit. I don't know what I got. Let's go with
one New Japan one that's not really New Japan.
Let's go with this one first. Nick Aldis.
In New Japan?
WWE 2023, not the Rumble. We've heard it before, and it's so repetitive. He's a Triple H guy. I mean, let's drink this Kool-Aid. He is a Triple H guy. I gotta see it. I gotta see him versus Drew versus Gunther. I mean, come on. He might not be amazing in the ring, but he's hella good on the mic, and that's what I got. Nick Aldis. Right. I don't know what my New Japan was. I kind of am. I don't know. Let's hear it, Keith. You got any more?
I got.
You can rattle off a few if you want.
I got this. Will be the last one I really got. I think Jay White, WWE.
Wow.
There's a lot of dirt sheets and all this other kind of nonsense stuff we're talking about because they had the whole setup now on New Year's Smash with them. He set the match up, loser leaves Japan with Hikuleo. So I don't know. Maybe that's too telegraphed. That because his contract's up, he's gonna lose. The loser leaves. But I don't know. I see it. Yeah. I see it happening. I mean, I feel like it is like kind of telegraphed, but if the boot fits, if I can put it on, have him lose, let him leave there, maybe because then. I feel like if he loses it, everyone's initial reaction is going to be like, oh, he's going to AEW. He already showed up there. He did a bunch of stuff in Impact. Like, maybe he's going there. All these. And I feel like in that whole keep them guessing, just boom. I don't know. I saw somebody else talking about he's going to show up at the Rumble. I don't think that'll be it. I feel like that's too quick. Mostly because I don't know when the match with Hikuleo is set up for. But yeah, I think he's WWE bound. I also think, I don't remember what the contract status was all like, but I also feel like I'll call it a 2023 prediction because if it's going to be 2023, it's going to be very, very, very close to the end of it. But it's probably more of a 2024 one.
Let's hear it.
Undisputed Era is back in WWE too.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That
Very,
is,
like I said, I don't know what Cole and O'Reilly and their contract status is like, especially with them both being out with injuries for how fucking long now. So that might be a more deeper into 2024 one, but they'll all be back, including, unfortunately, Robert Fish.
How much fish could Bobby Fish fry? If Bobby Fish could fry fish.
There we go, bro.
None.
Keith, any other ones? TK is going to be the last here.
I'll drop it there. TK,
all right, TK. I got Deonna Purrazzo going to the WWE. I got Jade winning, Jade losing the title. And the Hurt Business, I want to see them back together. Please. Other than that, I think it's the obvious. Cody winning, you know, something like that. Maybe Mox turning heel. Something that keeps me intrigued. All right, TK, do you got any?
I just said please to all four things that you just said. So, yeah, man, I think all those would be awesome. And abso-fucking-lutely, man. I've been saving the best for last, fellas. CM Punk. CM Punk. CM Punk. Yo, I don't give a shit what Chris Jericho has to say. I don't care what other locker room leaders, because if they were other big name locker room leaders, we'd have heard their name just like we heard Chris Jericho's name. If, and I mean if, they somehow could fucking tuck their fucking dicks between their fucking legs and shake hands and fucking sack the fuck up, dude. Make it fucking happen, dude. Punk, show up in Chicago with All Out. Challenge MJF after MJF fucking successfully retains against Hangman. MJF retains against Hangman. Punk comes out to end the show. Punk, MJF. MJF beats Punk, of course. Punk, Kenny to go into 2024. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea that I'm going with too. Just because I just don't know if he is WWE not ready, but I just don't think he's there. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah.
All right. That's like out of all that nonsense that everyone's been saying about him going places up, I have not once have I thought like him going to WWE is a viable thing.
NXT, man, he's got to go there first.
he hated everybody when he left WWE.
Yeah,
there's no way now that he ripped Triple H a new asshole on Cabana's podcast. There's no way he's going to be like, hey, what's up, boss?
Yeah, not for him.
Yeah, but
Monet.
He's the kind of guy that I feel like, unless they're throwing like $1 billion at him, he's going to be like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I dig it. All right, gentlemen, let's get to the next segment. Here we go.
It's now time for Smash or Bash.
There we go. Smash or pass. Jesus, smash or bash. So smash is what you like. Bash is what you dislike. Let's start with this one. This is pretty obvious, but here we go. Bringing back CM Punk. Is that a smash or bash, Timmy?
Smash that shit. I don't care if it's AEW or WWE. Get that man back in the ring. Compelling television equals ratings. AEW's ratings were 846K again last night, and they put on a bomb-ass show. That man equals ratings. Get him back in the ring.
Keith, what do you got?
I'll give it a smash for AEW, a bash for WWE.
Yep. Next topic. Here we go. 3-hour Raws. Keith, what do you got?
Bash. Bash again, and then bash it again. And then pick it up when it's dead, and then bash it a third time.
TK?
Fifth time, whatever.
I'll bash 3-hour Raws until the day that I fucking die, man. When Triple H first took over, that it got interesting for like 3 months at most, but it's dead again, dude. Like, Raw's intolerable to get through again. And it's because it's 3 hours. Get rid of it.
Yep. Next, this is rumored. Pat McAfee, Wade Barrett, and Michael Cole, 3-man booth when Pat returns. College is over, right, TK? It's done. They had the championship. Okay.
One more week, but yeah.
One more week. So he returns. Is it a 3-man booth? Yes or no? Do you like it? Let's hear it, Keith.
I've been like wrestling with this one. Wrestling. All like since like the rumors of it, like we're talking about it, because I like Barrett as a commentator a lot. I don't think a 3-man booth's the way they're going, especially when they made all those shifts to 2-man booths before all of this and everything. My heart says it's a smash. I would be into seeing the three of them together. I would be more into dropping Booker, put Wade back in NXT, and have Pat and Michael up there. But I don't know if I'm going to get that wish. So
what do you got, TK? Let's hear it.
I'm gonna smash it just because I want to see it in action first. I'm not gonna bash it until I don't like it. I think Pat,
that's fair.
He's such a exuberant personality, but Wade is laid back. So I think that they could kind of feed off each other in that analyst role while Cole is doing his goat shit.
Yeah. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd rather have Pat and Cole. You got to find a place for Barrett. You can't screw this up. You can't screw up something that's so good, that's so perfect. So I'm going to bash this. I want McAfee and I want Cole only. God damn it. Give it to me. Next. Breaking up the Dark Order for good. TK, we'll start with you. What do you got?
They're already broken up. It's just 3 of them. It's perfect. You got Silver, Reynolds, and Evil Uno. It's all you need. Never add another member to it ever again. Get Hangman away from these fucking guys. Get him back with the Elite in some sort of capacity and just leave the 3 of them together. Fuck it. If you want to get Evil Uno away from him, I'm more than fine with it. But then Evil Uno then gets fired. So keep Evil Uno with them. Call them the Dark Order. They're a trio in the trios division. Bada boom.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree just because what the Dark Order means to AEW. I feel like it's always going to be there, even if it's not going to be on, TV, even if it, we don't see a backstage segment. They're still going to be there. So I'm going to smash this. I don't see why you would do this. Keith, what do you got?
I'm going smash too. I think you keep it just basically everything TK just said. Keep them as a trio. I and everybody else fucking loves John Silver. Right. Evil Uno's awesome. Trying to get at him to, come and talk to us, but he keeps ignoring me. But anyway, Reynolds is Reynolds is cool in the tag team, but like of the 3 of them, he's kind of like the weakest for me. But I love the 3 of them together. They don't need anybody else. I would love like a storyline where they just kind of, the 3 of them go around and they're kind of just like, they're like that kid in high school that like, he was never part of like one group. He just kind of like got along with everybody.
That was me.
And it's just like, exactly. And it's just like the Dark Order is just that. Like, they're just kind of just like, hey, MJF's a dick. Everybody thinks that. So we're on board with that too. But hey, we'll help you out with this thing. We'll help you out with this thing. Doesn't have to be something where they're constantly surrounding Hangman. Like, oh, we're your best friend. Just like we got whoever. We're here with everybody. We're cool. Like the pot smoking kids in high school.
Yeah.
That were just kind of like, whatever, dude. Yeah, we're there. Cool.
Right on.
Yeah, exactly. Let them just be that. They'll crush it as that. They kind of already are doing that anyway. And
Let's get to the next one. Adam Pearce. Does he need to be on screen every week? The authority figure. TK, what do you got?
Smash all day. Love having an authority figure. If you don't have someone in charge, then who the fuck's running your show? We know Adam Pearce is running the show. If they need Adam Pearce, they need to go to Adam Pearce. He's in the process of putting her business back together right now. He's out there in the thing with Bobby Lashley. He was out there. I forget what he was doing on Raw again this past week, but it was a pretty influential segment. Oh, the Bloodline segment to start the show, man. He set up 3 matches backstage. You need authority figures. That's not the actual authority. So, yes, someone like Adam Pearce has really come into his own in this role over the past 1.5 years, 2 years. Absolutely. He's done great shit. Good job, Adam Pearce. I smash him all day.
TK smashing Adam Pearce.
Smashing everyone.
What do you got, Keith?
I'm sorry, TK. I'm gonna go with a bash on this one. I'm with you. I'm with you on the authority figure, but I've been for a while. I want the authority figure like old school WWF was, like Jack Tunney shit.
Oh yeah.
There is this authority figure. We all know it is.
But he's from The Office.
If you're calling him president of the company, Adam Pearce, fine. But it's just something where, like, you never really saw Jack Tunney until, like, oh, shit, Vader fucking clotheslined Gorilla Monsoon. And it's like, Jack Tunney's like, listen, asshole, I'm the president. You're fucking going down now. And it's like, cool. And he comes in, sets this big thing up. It's like, oh, man, Jack Tunney got it. I feel like by keeping them off and a little more puppet mastering in the background more, it gives them more authority. Because, like, right now, I love Adam Pearce. Don't get me wrong here. But, like, seeing him every week, it's kind of just like, all right, bro. Like, okay. It's not nearly as bad as The Authority, because that shit was fucking miserable.
Yes.
But, I feel like you don't need an authority figure that sets up multiple matches every single week. This week it was cool. It worked out really well where he came in, cleaned house, fuck you guys, get out of my show, all you're doing this now. Cool. But how much cooler would that have been if it was something where like we hadn't seen Pierce for 2-3 weeks, month or two.
Yeah.
And then they come in and he comes out and is like, no, get out of here. You're all fighting tonight. And then he goes away now again for a while.
Yeah.
And, having that more shadowy kind of authority figure, I think is more impactful.
I feel like I'm in the middle, so I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's necessary just because you need someone to put matches together. You need someone to be out there when Sammy and KO are going one-on-one and no one can stop it. You can't have Trips or Steph come out. So Adam Pearce seems like the right guy, but also it's wrestling. Let them fight, like it is. I get it. There needs to be that one guy. I get it. I mean, since the Attitude Era, there was always that one person, Vince, Rick, Eric. I mean, the list goes on and on with people that need to be there. Let's get to the next one. Here we go. MJF, we'll start with you, TK, in an Iron Man match. That doesn't seem right, but I think it's going to work. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I was very confused when they laid this out on the show last night, the way they set it up. They're like, you're going to wrestle like 4 matches, 4 weeks in a row. And I thought that he had said, you're going to have to wrestle me before you eventually get this match. But Brian's like, but that's fine. I'll go through you, but I need to win this. But I set the stipulation for the final match. And I was just like, I don't know what apparently he never said the thing about wrestling each other. He was just wrestling for like 4 weeks. Cause I was like, they better not be fucking fighting each other. Iron Man match, it's different. I'm fine with it. Tony needs to cut the show down though to like 8 or 9 total matches. I don't know how he's going to do it because usually he's putting out 12 to 14 matches on the show. And I already have 3 to 4 women matches in my mind for them to lay out. So I don't know exactly how he's going to do this. Or he just watches 6-hour Wrestle Kingdom and it's like, you know what? If they're going to do it, fuck it. I'm going to do it too. But at the end of the day, I'm all for it. It's different. It's definitely different. And MJF will still win with a heelish tactic at 59-55. And we know it, just like Triple H. Or we get some screwy shit like Triple H Rock or Undertaker show as the biker. I'm looking forward to it. We haven't seen a good Iron Man match in a really long time.
Keith, I think a lot of people, me too, I feel like, can he do this? Can MJF go one-on-one for an hour? He says it all the time. I don't wrestle much because I don't have to. And I mean, to an extent that is true, but also maybe it's not, but we're not going to get into that. I think he can do it. I think he can go one-on-one for an hour just because he's so entertaining. You don't need to have an HBK Bret Hart kind of Iron Man match. That's not what we need in 2022 or 2023. We don't need that. It could be entertaining. It could be different. And I think out of anybody, I think Bryan Danielson is the right guy. Let's hear it. Do you smash or bash?
Oh, I smashed this one. Now, the smash comes a little bit of an asterisk that I can go into, or I don't really have to. That's fine. But the smash is, I think this is going to be awesome. Because I think it's going to be a story that's going to be Bryan's going to come out and go up like 3-0. Like, just fucking spank his ass. 3-0, go up. And then he's just kind of holding on to his lead. But then, as it keeps going, MJF's going to bring it back with some... Maybe one of them's a clean, an actual one. Maybe the third one is like a clean, actual one. But there's going to be 2 like screwy ones in the middle where he's going to get up there. And then it's going to get, like TK said, we're going to get to like 59-20. And he's going to get another sneaky ass one. And then he's going to pull like Waller did in the Iron Survivor. He's going to go up by 1. Yeah. And then he's going to be dipping in and out of the ring, just running around, staying away from Bryan and just win it and just be like, yeah, greatest in the world, my ass. And that'll be it. And he's going to, I love Danielson. I would love to see him with another title run. It's not here though. Whoever maybe dethrones MJF, maybe Danielson gets another run then, but it's not. He's not the one to beat MJF, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. It's going to be a good storyline.
Yeah.
My only issue with this in any way, shape, or form is, and I might be alone in this. By all means, tell me to piss off if I am. But like, I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of the whole like. the next MJF challenger has to have these like trials to go through before he gets to MJF. It was cool with Jericho. It was cool with Cody. I enjoyed the Jericho ones because we got to see Nick Gage on fucking national TV. So that was a fucking huge win.
Yeah.
But then it was like, all right, now here's the Wardlow ones. It's like, all right. And now it's this one again. Like, it's not the same thing where it's necessarily like the trials again, but it's like, to fight me, you got to beat you have to go undefeated until you get me. And it's like, all right, like,
yeah.
For everything I just said about authority figures, it's kind of just like, where's the authority figure in AEW to just be like, no, shut up. Like, you're the champion, but you're going to fucking wrestle the way we fucking tell you to wrestle. Rather than this, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm alone in that, and that's fine.
No.
Oh, it's three big MJF feuds, man. No,
that's what I mean. Like, it's
the same shit.
He did it was with Punk too, wasn't it? Yeah, Punk had to like beat Spears and all this stuff. Like, it's just
Bro, and then roll up Wardlow after Wardlow powerbombed him 10 times.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there's other ways to build heat to storylines with him. He's a fucking heat magnet. It doesn't have to be the same thing every time where it's like, do these, the trials of
I do think as far as him actually being able to go inside the ring for an hour, have you seen that fucking physique, man?
Oh, yeah.
That dude,
he looks great.
Promo 8 months ago, or on Wardlow's night,
great.
I don't remember when that was. Ruined Wardlow's night, and then went and shredded himself. And dude could go in the ring. His match versus Darby, I think it opened Revolution, or I don't remember. I think it was Revolution last year. Was so fucking good. His matches versus Sammy. Fire. The kid can fucking wrestle.
He can.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
And it's going to be highly entertaining, too.
It's the match itself is a smash and a half. It's just the
smash it, baby.
These lead ups of like, do these things before you get me is like, all right.
Yeah. Pump my gas.
Yeah, exactly.
Get my groceries.
You have to pay off my student loan and then
take 10 lashes from Wardlow.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's done that twice,
Also, here is my Chili's order. Go pick it up.
Here is the last one. Let's hear it. TK, Brandy, does she become an on-air character with the WWE?
I mean, let me tell you, I'm going to be as PG as I can right now. Brandy Rhodes is sexy as fuck.
Yes, sir.
But I don't need her on my screen. Maybe down the road when we get like a mixed tag, Cody something here or there. But I need Cody. I need Cody cutting those heart fucking felt promos. I need Cody maybe chasing and losing the world title for a little bit. And then I need Cody ultimately chasing and winning the world title. Not with Brandy fucking distracting him. But she's fine. Fuck.
Yeah.
So maybe down the road, maybe like
sex sells.
Cody's win, you flash to her in the crowd or something. That's all I need from her.
Keith, what do you got here, brother?
Yeah, this is kind of what TK said there, with be a little more PG with it. It's honestly, overall it's a bash for me. I don't want to see her on TV. She, obviously looks wise, whatever. Yes. But like as a character and like her promos and stuff, never really did it for me. All I can think about with her is the creation of the Nightmare Collective or whatever it was. That was crap. Whatever happened to Mel? Where is Mel? But then that fucking fell apart quick because Awesome Kong went away, which is understandable. And then the whole like promo off she tried to have with Dan Lambert, who I don't even like Dan Lambert, and let Dan Lambert fucking hold her fucking pants down, kicked her ass with it. Like, damn, they were out talking shit out of her.
Yeah.
She had one good line that didn't even make sense because she said to Ethan Page, like, you're only here because we couldn't get Josh Alexander. And it's like, well, you never tried to. So that's a pointless fucking thing to say. It's not a good argument when it's dumb.
No.
So, no, yeah. She shouldn't be an on-air character. I think maybe, like TK said, maybe like a Beth Phoenix kind of thing. Cody's fighting against, I don't know, he brings it back again against Rollins. Becky turns heel, goes by her man. They're both attacking. We set up a mixed tag for, Crown Jewel or, Blood Money Mania, whatever it is over in
Blood Money. That's what it is. All right, boys, let's get to the next segment. Here we go.
Wrestling News of the Week.
Yeah. What the heck happened here? Give me a second here. There we go. We're back, baby. Let's talk about wrestling news. We got AEW. Maybe we'll get to New Japan, and we got Raw. I want to start with Raw because this is the kind of intro I want. This is the kind of opening segment I want. All out, just nuts nobody knows what's happening. It cuts halfway through the intro, and you got Sammy standing there with the bloodline, and it's just something special. I mean, it brings me back to the Nexus days where it's just you don't know what's next, and I love it. That's how you open up a Raw. That's how you open up a show. You open up a show where the fan, the viewer, the listener, whatever, doesn't know what's going to happen next, and I love it. Let's hear it. Keith, we'll start with you. We don't have to go through 3 hours of Raw, but give me some of your highlights.
No, I mean, I agree with what you said. I'm so much more of a fan of like the kind of crash, bang, boom intro to Raw, like cutting in, just chaos going on, rather than, an hour, 20-minute or whatever authority promo in the ring to open the show. Like, open me with action, draw me in early. That was huge. Theory Rollins, fight forever. I'll watch a match between those two whenever. Yep. That was awesome. I loved the Hurt Business in the background stuff. I think you're onto something with that prediction. They're coming back. I would love to see that happen. If they're coming back,
it's got to be
I want Bobby back with them too.
Yeah,
because there's all these rumors going around that they're going to turn Bobby heel again. Like, if you're going to turn him heel, put him back with the Hurt Business then. And going back to our whole tag team rant, the three of us just had a little while ago here. Make Shelton and Cedric. Do it. Make them viable. Make them a thing.
I also think Omos has to be incorporated somehow. I don't want it.
Yes, leave him in there as the muscle. Bobby is the champ. You got the tag team. He's the damn muscle.
Boom,
baby.
Being
a wrestler. There's your fort with your manager. My bad.
TK, what do you think about the bloodline? The bloodline takeover. It just seems like there's so many stories embedded. I mean, Jay and Roman, we don't know what happened there. Yes, he's the right-hand man. Jay and Sammy, that really didn't finish yet. And you got Sammy and KO. You got Roman. It's just, there's so many stories in this. It's something special. Again, I'll go back to it. I don't want this to end. Let's hear it. What do you got? Some highlights?
Yeah, I loved Raw. I absolutely loved the start of it. The Bloodline lost for the first time in God knows how long on SmackDown. They come out there like, fuck this shit. We're taking over this show. Instantly, we talked about Adam Pearce earlier. You make 3 matches out of 1 segment. Really sets up the tone for your whole night. The Bloodline thing, I love the Bloodline. But as far as like Jay versus Roman, that's definitely done. Jay versus Sammy, that's definitely done. The life here is when Roman finally turns on Sammy, which is going to happen here sooner than later. We're all going to die. We're all going to our hearts are going to fucking die a little bit. And then what's going to happen? The best friend's going to save him. Sammy's going to be gone for a little bit. You could already tell the way Roman's been looking at it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. I can't imagine Roman being on the first SmackDown of the year. Maybe he is. I haven't seen the lead up or the following SmackDown, but it's going to happen here sooner than later. I don't anticipate Sammy in the Royal Rumble match, which sets up Roman and KO at Rumble, or Roman and KO at the following pay-per-view. And we don't see Sammy until Sammy comes back, and that's where we get the whole tag team thing against the Usos at Mania. I love the whole thing with the Bloodline. Again, Solo Sikoa is that fucking dude. He is that dude. I don't know like what belt you can get on that dude, but you need to get a belt on that man ASAP. His match with Elias was a fucking banger. No one mentioned the women's match yet. I love everything that they're doing with the Bianca and Alexa. At first, I was like, Bianca and Alexa? I don't know. I don't feel it. But damn, Alexa turning into fucking whatever she's turning into with Bray. Like warping her mind. I've absolutely loved. I didn't like that we got Bianca and Alexa on Raw. I said, why isn't this the Royal Rumble match? Well, guess what? They told the story that's getting us to the Royal Rumble match on Raw. So I'm all for it. Again, that Solo Elias match was an absolute lot of fun.
It was fun.
Montez Ford looked great in that trios.
And they're doing something there, man. They're doing something there with Bianca, and he's upset. I mean, it's only time. Time is, I mean, it's going to happen.
And I think you hit on it earlier, bro, when you said they should turn heel. And I've been saying for a while, I think Bianca needs to turn heel. And you put heel Bianca with her attitude, with heel Street Profits, where she's got her hands down Montez's back.
Shit sells.
Bro, they're all 3 of them are sexy as fuck. Like, let's go. And that's my Raw breakdown.
Yeah. X are gonna give it to you. With Bliss and Belair, I like it. I just feel like Bliss is just she's just not where she needs to be. The music doesn't make sense. The whole thing with Bray doesn't make sense. I don't know how I can believe in a character like that if I don't know what she is. I don't know what she represents. I don't know who she is. She is great in the ring, Keith, but I don't know.
For me, I've been saying for a while, one, like TK said, I've been saying for a while, Bianca should turn heel. I get that she's like this role model, and she is, and that's great and everything, but like, she'd be so good as a heel.
She's a John Cena right now. Like
that's what I mean. She would do so well as a heel.
She
is. Lean into it. EST, putting it outside of her and the way she does her everything. That saying everything she says, I'm the fastest, I'm the strongest, I'm the EST. That's heely as shit. That's just over cocky attitude. She backs it up though. She can crush it that way.
She hasn't changed her character since her heel shit in NXT.
Exactly.
It just transitioned to a face.
Exactly. So it can just as easily transition back into the heel. Alexa, she's the other one. I've been saying for a long time, I just want her to go back to the goddess character. Yeah. I loved that Alexa Bliss. I thought that was the best character work she did. The only satisfying story, anything I'm going to get out of Alexa being all this stuff with Bray is if once the Bray and Uncle Howdy, everything is all like settled and the dust settles on that, it'll never happen. But I want Bray to come out and just be like, hey, remember when you made me lose at WrestleMania and then I got fired and disappeared? I'm going to kill you now. And like have him not kill her, but like straight mandible claw her. The lights go out as he's come, like right as he's like here, like lights go out. And, you don't know what happens, but the implication is he just mandible clawed her to death. Like he needs to be. I don't really know where this is going to go with them. But to me, the only place it can go is I don't know why it's something where Bray is just like, come back to me. You dicked me over at WrestleMania, but come back to me. Like, no, she screwed you. Beat her up. Like, that's what you should be thinking. And if you can, then maybe, and I would love this, maybe he should be to Nikki Cross and get Nikki Cross to kick her ass. I don't know. Nikki Cross has been doing all the sanity stuff. I'm into that, but anyway, stop ranting now.
Lynch and Mia go one-on-one with Dakota and Io. It's finally seemed like the crowd was back into it. This is just another reason why Becky is the man. I mean, yes, Mia Yim can go. Io can go. Dakota can go. But at the end of the day, that belt that Charlotte or Bianca is holding, that's Becky's. Am I right or am I wrong, TK? Let's hear it.
Yo, bro, is the biggest Becky Lynch fan in the world. Also the biggest Charlotte Flair fan in the world. So let me tell you, life is about presentation and just being there, right? Like presentness is everything. When someone gets shoved down your throat for fucking year after year, month after month, day after day, like Charlotte Flair and John Cena and Roman Reigns, where we grow to detest them. Charlotte Flair goes away for fucking 8 months. We put a belt on someone who fucking we grow to detest even more. She gets swolled out as fuck, dude. Comes back sexier than ever. You want to talk about presentation? When her music hit, new music, presentation. When her music hit, that place went haywire. And it wasn't like that fucking fake noise haywire. Like that crowd was actually like, you could feel like that crowd was actually like Smackdown was intolerable. Like I wanted to rip my fucking ears out watching Smackdown. That fake crowd noise shit makes me not want to watch WWE when they do it. And they didn't implement it on Raw. They're implemented on Raw, thank God. But SmackDown was tough. But you could tell the organic crowd was actually behind Charlotte Flair. And fuck, I was marking out like a fucking
It's a great moment.
Dude. And so to say that Becky is like bigger than Charlotte, I disagree. Because when you pull Charlotte away for that long and then she comes back, you could see the real value of Charlotte. And Bianca, like you said earlier, like, everything Bianca's doing, like I think she's the John Cena right now, which is why it's so hard to turn her heel. Yeah. So I don't know that Becky needs to hold one of those belts. And quite frankly, I don't think going into WrestleMania, Becky's going to be involved in either title picture. I think if she was, she'd be taking on Ronda. I think it's clearly the stars are lining up for Rhea, Bianca on Raw, and probably a Rousey Charlotte rematch. And no one wants that. I know, but I digress.
Yeah, I think Becky is the one. As much as what you said, Charlotte is the one. Bianca is the role model for every boy and girl. Doesn't matter what skin color. That is the champion you want, and she fits it perfectly. I just think she's getting stale. That's just my opinion. Keith,
Bianca's been stale for like fucking 5 months, bro. Stale.
But she's so perfect, like you said. She is the Cena. She is that person.
She could have had a Punk title run though during 434 where she turned mid-title run. Just a thought. I digress. Yeah.
Keith, let's get to the main event. The ending was a little weird, but the match, like you said, you could see it every single week. Let's hear it. What did you like so much about it?
The two of them are they're fluid. I don't know how, I don't really know. Like, I can't even give specifics for it. They're just, Rollins has always been good. I don't always love Rollins' character work. I don't mean that about now, but there's sometimes when he's just pissy, whiny healing. When I'm like, yeah, get the fuck off my TV. I don't want to watch you at all. Yeah. But that character work aside, the guy he's so good in the ring. He's so good in the ring. I had, maybe that makes me a bad wrestling fan, but I had never seen a Phoenix Splash until he threw one out there. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my God. Yeah. I love him. Theory's the future. The guy's 24? It's fucking disgusting. He's 10 years younger than me, and I'm twice the size of him. And not in a good way at all. So he's just the future. I'm really confused by how it ended with the Rollins injury, because they threw the X up and all, and I saw on his Instagram he's wearing a brace and everything, but I feel like it was kind of being presented almost a little bit before the X as maybe it was a kayfabe kind of thing. So I don't know if maybe he's just really selling kayfabe out in public and he's wearing braces.
That could be it.
Wherever he was going and stuff, but I don't know. I hope he's not hurt, because Christ, you're really diminishing a lot of story going on if he is. But I loved it. I could just watch the two of them wrestle forever. Well, with no real stakes, just let them fight. That's fine.
AJ's hurt too. That would be would not be good.
His ankle up. Broke his ankle.
I think so. TK, you want to get to AEW?
I always want to get to AEW.
Boom! Let's go. I mean, how can you not start a show off with Starks? Baby, Ricky Starks is my dude. You got Austin Theory and you got Ricky, 1 and 2, maybe Wardlow too. But Ricky Starks starting off the show with Jericho. I mean, it just brought me back to the Rock and Jericho days. I know we compare Ricky and Rock and all that, but I just feel like the back and forth was so refreshing, so entertaining, and they got to it, man. What a great way to start off Dynamite. TK, let's hear it.
Loved the match. Yeah, I loved everything about it. There was a point where I was really scared because 2.0 was down there, and then there was this quick little part where Cool Hand Ange was distracting the ref, and Daddy Magic popped fucking Starks in the face with a bat while Jericho had him in the Lion's Tamer, and I was like, oh, fuck, this is over. Ricky's going to lose. And I was like, I understand that they're going to try to build this to Revolution, so Ricky takes the loss, comes back, beats Jericho at Revolution, wins the feud. But I was like, I don't want that, man. I just want Ricky to fucking get the win. Ricky needs to win. He just lost. And guess what? Ricky motherfucking got the win in a big-ass spear, dude.
Jericho doesn't put anyone over. Come on.
Dude. Jericho puts people over all the time.
I'm joking.
No, I know. But no, that's the thing. If you go on the internet, that's the thing. People are like, Jericho doesn't put people over. Jericho doesn't put people over. Do you not watch? Sure. Jericho does involve himself with the hottest acts in the company. But
for a reason.
Because he's Chris fucking Jericho, and that company wouldn't fucking exist without him. Fuck,
man, I love it
with the hot acts.
The energy.
Sorry, Justin. I know we're gonna do a show here in an hour. I know you're gonna slap me for that, but fuck, dude. There's a reason you put Jericho with your hot acts, with your Cassidys, with your MJFs, with your fucking Rickies, with your Darbys. It's because you want to help build these guys, and he still got that name. All right, if he was fat and flabby like maybe when the company started, it'd be one thing. Look at that dude, chiseled, working, mic work, JAS. My favorite part of the whole thing was after JAS came out, Action Andretti came out. Always the hat. The hat was definitely involved in that, which was great powerbomb by Hager. But my favorite thing was getting the women involved, okay? Because you don't get to see women involved in the AEW Dynamite throughout the course of the show.
Yes.
So what I enjoyed was after Action Andretti came out and supposedly took out 6 guys with a fucking chair. Fuck off. But he takes out 6 guys by himself. Fucking Anna J or Ty with the low blow. Anna J takes the chair.
And that looked legit too. That low blow.
Great. And it was great seeing the women of JAS serve their fucking I'm not trying to say serve your purpose by any fucking means, but it was nice to fucking show them like show their worth, like to the fucking faction. Like fucking, we're here to fucking we're here, like we're doing the same shit, like we're fucking JAS, baby. And it was great to see Anna and Ty involved, and I look forward to seeing where this goes to Revolution. Is it Jericho and Ricky in a stip match? Is it actually Andretti, Ricky, and a couple partners for JAS and some sort of 5-on-5? I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah. Keith, is there anyone, any two people more over in the world of professional wrestling than the Acclaimed? Let's hear it.
Oh. No.
I mean, just the mic
I really
work.
don't. I mean, I was like literally trying to think about that there. No chance. Those guys.
The crowd. I mean, even the match was set up to pop the crowd with Jarrett losing and then or winning and then losing and then kicking Aubrey. I thought that was a little awkward, but it was just that is.
Jarrett's got a history of hitting women though.
Yeah.
I don't mean that as like a joke.
Dana.
He had the good housekeeping match with China.
But let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you got about this match?
I was into it. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit, like, I wasn't into Jarrett in AEW at all when he first showed up. I believe it might have been we were on with TK maybe at that time. I had this huge rant about him just being a carny motherfucker, just conning his way into every goddamn wrestling company that's existed since the beginning of fucking time, or since he was born, I should say. He's just conned his way and weaseled into every single one of them. And I still feel that way about him. I don't hate the guy, but it's just like, bro, stop, you know? But I feel like he was so integral in this match. Like, you know, it was set up where, you know, he kicking Aubrey and, you know, he didn't do the strut when they won, but he had this new, like, kind of like kick up, like whatever little, like, sort of dance thing he did, gave him the titles and all. Like, he's turned me around a little bit. I don't hate him as much in AEW now. I don't think this is the end of that feud.
No.
And I'm starting to get the kind of vibes of like, I don't know when it'll be the time to take them off of the Acclaimed or who it would be to do it.
That's tough. It's like the Usos.
Right. I don't want it to be Jarrett and Lethal, but I also feel like it's probably going to have to be them because they're already like super heat.
Well, who else?
As it is.
I feel like whoever FTR take it from them all day.
I'm with that. I want FTR to have all the belts. That's been like the most heartbreaking thing over this beginning of this year is that they went from having 3 different world tag titles to 0 world tag titles. I love those guys to death. I'm with you. Have them turn heel. Have them be the ones taken from the Acclaimed. I think there's opportunity though also to maybe not for them, but like whoever takes them from them is going to be instant heel made heat for them. So if it is maybe the Ass Boys, some kind of screwy ass win with them, maybe even if daddy ass turns on them again, and joins back with his sons and screws them. You know what I mean? Whatever heel team it is that takes them, exactly.
Love it, dude.
Heel team
fucking
it is that
love
takes
it, bro.
Is going to be, they're going to be made. Like they're going to be made in the shade as the heel team.
Huge.
You know, I would love it to be them if nothing else because I think they're still associated with the firm. And I fucking love Stokely Hathaway.
Yo, that's it, Keith.
My man.
If it ain't FTR, Keith, it's 110%. Daddy ass eventually tells the Acclaim to suck it while he holds his kids' hands as they went from fucking dark jobbers to fucking AEW tag team champion. A lot on their own fucking merit. So,
I love it.
Yes.
I'd be all about it.
TK,
I think that's my ultimate what I want for it. But
TK, I don't know if it was you or someone else, but I was texting someone last night. I think it was Danny Boy. And I said, it's a shame that Tony Nese at the end of the day is just going to be known as a good hand. That's it. He put on a banger with DB. Let's hear it. Hometown kid.
Oh, it was awesome. Tony Nese is just that. He's just a good hand. When I saw he signed with AEW, I said, just another dark guy to go there and fucking put on matches. I didn't expect any more. It's okay being a jobber to the stars. You get yourself on TV. You're in a tag team. Nothing wrong with getting national television time and losing to fucking stars or losing to whoever or losing to the Acclaimed. Helping put, look at the varsity athletes help put the Acclaimed over there. One of their first feuds after winning the tag team belts. And if you're a good hand, you're a good hand. There's nothing wrong with peaking at the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Okay. And dude looks beautiful while he fucking does it. He's got 8 abs. The match with Brian was phenomenal when he hit the fucking kick. That crowd went absolutely nuts. The back and forth with MJF was fantastic. Still, again, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I was still confused with how they actually set up the match. And that goes to Keith's point. Why does everything with MJF need to be so fucking difficult? Just get to the match. Iron Man match, Revolution. This is what we're doing. I don't understand.
Sell it, baby.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match mightily. Well,
Keith,
the match, not so much. The after match, everything mightily.
Keith, I think for me, the big moment here was Mox and Adam Hangman Page. I mean, just the promo alone, back and forth. Honestly, I thought it was off script. I don't know. I think that's what Moxley does more often than none. I feel like he doesn't really need bullet points. I don't think he needs a piece of paper. I think he just feels it and he says, you know, what he wants to say. That was other than Ricky, because I'm a big Ricky fan, that was the highlight of the night, just to see them going one-on-one. And you could even see Adam, or I call him Adam, Hangman, when Mox is like going all nuts, what he does, and Page is just like in his face and he's not moving.
Yeah.
That's storytelling 101 right there. You look at me when I'm talking to you. I love it. Keith, give me a highlight or talk about this promo.
Absolutely. Easy. Early in the year, what is it? Like promo line of the year contender in, what did he say? I'll kick your dick in the dirt. Like, come on. That's the kind of stuff, when you hear lines like that, one, they're amazing. Two, that's where it comes to, like you said, it's like, that's not a scripted line. And if it is, I want to meet that writer because that guy's a genius, or that girl is a genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where that unscripted feel comes in. I don't think Moxley's been scripted any day in AEW. I think this was something, for me, this whole promo felt like leaps and bounds above any promo that Hangman's done before. He's had like the ones of like, you know, his heartfelt everything one after he won the title from that awesome whole storyline with Kenny and all. He's had that. This was like, just, to me, it was like the most like raw everything from him in this. And like you said, just like the body language of like Mox doing his everything, and he's just like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't, you go ahead, be your, ooh, I'm a tough guy marching around. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready to just eat your fucking soul right now.
Loved it, man.
He's great.
I don't know if this was in the group, but I said every single match, every single moment, everything about Dynamite hit last night from the beginning to the end. It was just something you want to see. And TK, any last words? What do you got with Dynamite?
Yeah, I'll try to be as quick as I can. So first of all, Caster's rap last night was fucking absolutely fantastic. Going back to the Karen Angle thing that he hit a couple of weeks ago, to her making such a fucking fuss on the internet like a true Karen, and everyone on the internet going at her. To Jeff Jarrett saying he was going to actually shoot on Caster for it. To Bowen saying, you try to shoot on my boy and see what the fuck happens to you. To Caster's, his flow last night was straight up telling Jarrett, fuck you. That's what it was. Go listen to it. It was fuck you. And
even the in-ring antics too.
Yeah, it was. It was him telling
just a story tell.
Wife, get out of here, dude. That's what it was. And I loved every second of that.
And Jarrett was selling it on his podcast. You know, it's a work. I mean, it's just.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying all of it.
But the story, Jarrett can fucking sell, man.
Jeff Jarrett looks great.
He sold with the Ric Flair thing. Remember that? We thought that was serious. For a good 5 seconds. I mean, it's just
a hell of a 2023, man, or a hell of a 2022, man. Between repping the Usos match, the Ric Flair's final match, showing up in AEW, getting a backstage role.
So fucking wild to me that those three things happened within a span of like a month of each other. Crazy. Like he reffed the Usos match, and then I'm almost positive Ric Flair's last match was like the next week.
Yeah,
like he was on WWE TV, then he did Ric Flair's last match, and then it was like 3 weeks later, he's like, "Hey, I'm in AEW now." Like,
I love it.
Carney motherfucker. Man.
Yeah, my only other thing with Dynamite was, obviously I love Mox and Hangman. Mox, my dude. It was fucking awesome. Can't wait to see them actually go. It should be like a no sanction match next week, like Triple H and HBK had at SummerSlam. We should get the actual match at Revolution. Revolution is really, really shaping up. Nick, you're right. From start to finish, it was a great show, including Darby Allin winning the TNT Championship.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
Show. My only issue with that was, as much of a great heartfelt moment it was, for me, they really dropped the ball with it not being Ricky Starks. Ricky is so fucking over right now. If you want to put you want to put the belts on a homegrown talent. I know you want to like revitalize Darby. He really hasn't done shit in like a year. I felt like Ricky probably should have been that guy. I'm not hating it. The moment in Seattle was awesome. Going back to Rampage, Sting's little backstage promo that he spit at Darby might have been the greatest thing Sting has ever said on a mic. And Sting's been in the industry for 35 years. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Go watch the way he motivated Darby. And the match itself was great. I loved the fucking turnbuckle move. I loved the double coffin drop. Loved it. In front of his home crowd, it was fantastic. Why go back to Darby? Just why go back to Darby this man?
Yeah, I think I'm with you 100% there. I think they went back to Darby for that home crowd pop. I think Ricky sooner or later here is the one to take it back off of Darby sooner rather than later on.
He's got to win something, man.
Or do you think Hobbs comes and Hobbs just fucking decimates Darby and takes it from him? But doesn't that defeat the point of Darby being built?
Well, also too, it defeats the purpose of Ricky beating Jericho. Like,
right.
It just it's odd. The only thing I could say is I wanted Sting to stab him in the back, man. I know it was a great moment at the end. You said it, the hometown kid, but come on. And it looked like he was going to do it because Darby like grabbed Sting by like, Darby's really aggressive as a person, but it just seemed like his character, he was grabbing him like, yeah, we did it. But I didn't know if they were going to pull the Triple H thing with the copyright at the bottom right of the corner. And you think it's going to end. And then, Ciampa turns on Gargano,
I think that's another, going all the way back to predictions earlier on. That's another one for 2023. I think before the end of the year, Sting turns on Darby.
Yeah.
Because he's been talking about, he's trying to wrap up his career. He's been talking about doing something like Muda did, like going and doing like a series and whatever and like getting out of here. And he said he wants to do it with Darby. So he's like said like, oh, I want to do it with Darby. Like maybe me and him tagging against. But I think it's going to ultimately, in the same way that Ric Flair's last match was Ric Flair being like, oh, I'm not going to work with Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
And then there's Jay Lethal. It'll be the same thing where he's just going to build it up of like, yeah, it's going to be me and Darby because it's me and Darby because I'm going to kick his ass and I'm going to beat Darby,
Yeah. All right, let's hear it. Your final thoughts of the week of professional wrestling. I got two right now. I'm glad that AEW is now part of 2023 with the new set. It needed to happen. Goodbye, Cody Chandelier. I get it. I understand it. It meant something, but it was time. And it's not a comparison to WWE. They're their own thing. I love it. The only thing I will say here is I thought Jay Lethal I don't know what I'm going to say. Keith, go ahead. Take it away.
I mean, I'm saying this, taking my life in my hands here with two big Charlotte fans here. I was extraordinarily disappointed with that result.
Damn.
I wanted Ronda to lose the title just as much, if not more than anybody else did here. But there's so many other ways you could have gone with it. I'm happy that Charlotte is back. I wanted her to come back. I've been missing her. I had her in a wrestling fantasy. I've been waiting for her to do something. That's over now already. Anyway, she can do shit for me, so it doesn't matter. But I like Charlotte. But like TK kind of said before, she doesn't just have to hold a title all the time, man. And like,
well, and the way she comes back too.
Exactly. Like
I agree.
I have missed her, but it would have been nice to have her, have Ronda beat somebody. Charlotte comes back and just goes, "Hey, remember how I used to fuck your life up? Coming back for it now." And then build Charlotte back up some. I know Charlotte doesn't need to be built because she's fucking Charlotte, but
Flair, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm never really a fan in general of the whole like, hey, I'm back. Hey, I won the title now. It just gives me such strong vibes of what was that, WrestleMania 10, when Yokozuna beats Bret Hart and then Hogan comes out and just, no, brother, with his black eye and leg drops Yokozuna once and wins the fucking title. It's like, all right. I am very happy Ronda doesn't have the title anymore. I'm hoping that means she's just going to go away now forever. Just let Raquel beat her. Like, why couldn't Raquel just beat Ronda? If you're going to take the title off her, build a new star. Give it to Raquel. I'm not the biggest fan of Raquel, but
yeah, I think she wins the Rumble.
Star. Like,
I think she wins the Rumble. But that's another day, another time. What I was going to say is Jay White is the man. TK. I love him. TK, go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, I think you're right with Charlotte. There's no reason they had to put that title on her at all. Ronda had just come off wrestling her best match, maybe since that Sasha Banks match at Royal Rumble a few years ago. Like, Ronda and Raquel was really, really good.
Yes.
And I think people need to give Ronda, people bash Ronda all the time. People need to give Ronda her credit when her credit's due, and she wrestled a really good match with Raquel on SmackDown. You're right. I don't think that they necessarily. I mean, you want to set that up for the Royal Rumble, put it at the Royal Rumble, and have Charlotte beat her there then and surprise us, because we all would have been like, Charlotte ain't losing to Ronda. Ronda's taking the belt into Royal Rumble. Dirt sheet rumors, Becky, Rhea, whatever. But I digress there. I guess my only thing is AEW women's division. The division continues to get better. Having Saraya there definitely improved it. Adding in whether it's Mercedes, which I don't think is going to happen because she's way too big for that company. I hate to say it. I'm an AEW mark. I love that company to death, but I think she's too big for that company. Adding fucking Mercedes would be huge. Yeah. Or Thunder Rosa being back is going to be huge. And Chris Statlander is going to be back. So here's my ask, right? So you got AEW Rampage this past Friday. You had AEW Dynamite this past week. We only get one women's match per show. You know what we were fucking subjected to back-to-back shows? Jade Cargill versus the fucking baddies. Stop it. All right. You want to fucking run down this fucking women's division, and you got Saraya, and you got Jamie, and you got DMD, and you got Sheeta, and you got Tony, and you got Ruby, and you got Ty, and you got Stat coming back. And your fucking your feud that you're selling me on fucking TV is Jade being turned on by Red. No one gives a fuck about Red. No one cares about Red. No one cares about Kiera Hogan. Throw them back on Dark. Give Jade a viable opponent. Throw it fucking back on Rampage. Alternate it with Dynamite. Jade back-to-back cringes my life, dude. Your women's division is better. Give me 2 women's matches or get Jade the fuck off my TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one thing, I guess the last thing I'll say here is you said, what's her name is too big? Banks, Monet, is too big for AEW. To be honest, I think Britt might be too big for AEW. And that's why I said Jade was going to lose to Britt. I feel like it's going to happen. TK, give the people what they want. How can they find you later tonight and also on social media?
Yeah, absolutely. Big news coming later tonight with the Wrestling Index podcast, and you can find the Wrestling
She's pregnant.
Oh, no, not my, no. I mean, maybe I'm pregnant. I got a couple of in-time boys maybe joining the Wrestling Index on a permanent basis. That'll be a little tease.
We got one viewer, so...
Yeah, we'll be talking about that on the Wrestling Index a little bit later. And you can find the Wrestling Index podcast on all major audio platforms and FloorCyberSports.com. Floor Cyber Sports, YouTube. Nick, Keith, I love you guys so much. It was great coming back on the UWPod.
Buddy.
Great stuff as always. Appreciate you, boys.
Keith, other than the UWPod, how can they find you? Where else?
I'm on Twitter at Keith of the Ring. I'm also on Instagram at _Keith of the Ring because some bastard stole it on there before I could get to it. That's it. I don't really do much on Instagram besides share our shit when we're coming around. I'm not really much else on there, but I'm on Twitter with nonsense all the time because that's what we do.
Hey, we had Nick Aldis. We're going to have a WWE Hall of Fame legend on next week. I don't want to say anything because it may not happen, but, if it does happen, it's going to be great. You can find us on Twitter at the UWPod and Instagram at UWPodcast. Peace.
Yeah, baby. And here it comes.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Universal Wrestling Podcast.